All right, y'all, let's talk about it. Episode 9 of Fear Factor House of Fear comes out tomorrow. This is the semifinals. We getting into it. This is almost the end. We got 2 episodes left. So I got to make my predictions because we only got 2 episodes left. And I know it's about to be drama. Let's get into it. So in case y'all forgot the struggle, I went on ahead and made a little graph to show y'all who's out the game and who's all left, right? Boom, let's get into it. After last episode, I'm going to tell y'all right now, Rob is going to go into elimination. I feel it. Rob is going into elimination, okay? Let me tell y'all how I got there. 1, Rob made alliances, so many alliances last episode, and then he blew it all up. Chelsea literally helped him win, and then he backstabbed her and threw her into the elimination round, right? I feel like this is what's going to happen. This just gave Chelsea a reason to be aligned with Lance, right? Lance is going for Rob off rip. The way Lance went off at Rob at the end of the last episode and then won the challenge, to me, that's strong showing. That's a strong showing. I think that personally, I think Lance got it. I don't know how, but I think Lance is going to partner up with Chelsea somehow, and he's going to win the next challenge. And if he wins the next challenge, he's throwing Rob in there off rip, right? Or he might do it to where he gets Chelsea to win, and because they partnered up, Chelsea's throwing Rob in just to be like, boom, you got me in, I'm getting you in. You know what I'm saying? And keep in mind, I think Chelsea is going to be playing a double agent, right? I think this is the perfect opportunity for her to be like, you know what, Rob? You did put me in, but you gave me a few tips on the elimination round, so we good. You know, you made sure I didn't lose. She lying. She know Rob a snake. She throwing him in there, but you know, you got to play that role. Now, see, this is where things get sweet because Jaylene is her girl, and I'm not sure how Jaylene is going to feel about Chelsea teaming up with Lance. So only way this works is if Chelsea does not tell Jaylene the truth that she's going to team up with Lance. But even so, I think Jaylene is going to be looking at Rob different because even though she's been, you know, kind of with Rob, he already messed up earlier in the season. He was supposed to keep her safe, and she ended up in the elimination round. Remember that? And she was upset. She was like, wait, I thought Rob had me. He didn't. And now she's watching Rob literally backstab her girl Chelsea right after she helped him win. So now Jaylene has to be looking at Rob sideways like, hey, this man really ain't like that. Like he's betraying everybody. No. So I think Jaylene is eyeing Rob sideways. I don't know if it's enough for her to be in collusion with Chelsea and Lance to get him out, though. I don't think it's that deep yet for her. Now, Dita and Ethan, that's a whole nother story. I think those two are thinking Rob is weak. I think they think Rob is weak because this was the perfect opportunity. And I think one of them said that. I think Ethan said, oh, he's about to break the alliance immediately. Why would he say that? Because that's what they would have done. That's the smart thing to do. So I think they think Rob is weak and they're going to use him as much as they can in this last challenge, if possible. But I think even if they have to team up, because remember, I think this last challenge or this next challenge is something shocking, something like electrocution, something like that. I remember seeing a little preview, something with electricity. Ethan already been through a challenge like that, right? So I think he got a upper hand on just experience. He's going to pick his boy Dita for a teammate because they've been rocking with each other heavy, right? So if they two pick each other, right, to team up and one of them win, they're throwing Rob in there. There's no reason for them to keep Rob. Honestly, I don't see a reason to keep Rob in the game. Unless he wins this challenge, that's the only way he's safe. Now, who is he going to partner up with? My guess, he's going to try, if he gets first pick, he's going to either pick Dita or Ethan, right? But if he doesn't get first pick, he's going to pick Jaylene. And I say that because he did that on the walk the plank challenge, which Jaylene kind of looked at him sideways like, I thought we was together. Why would you do that? Right. So I think Jaylene and Chelsea are much closer now because of that challenge. Uh-oh. One second. There we go. I think Jaylene and Chelsea are much closer because of that challenge. And I think they might actually team up with each other if they get the opportunity, because that's like, hey, we won one challenge, we can win the next. Right. But this is what I'm saying. Now, alliances is going crazy because I still think Chelsea is going to low-key have a little plan with Lance. Like, I don't know how this is gonna work out, y'all. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but I feel it. I feel that Rob is getting out the game. Chelsea and Lance gonna make something shake. Now, one last thing that might be left field, and y'all gotta tell me if y'all agree with this. This is the semifinals, right? We gotta eliminate people. I feel like this is the moment where alliances are gonna be tested and broken. If given the chance, I think Dita and Ethan are going to betray each other, right? Because so far they've been trying to get to in-game together, but last challenge, Rob got to choose 3 people to go into in-game. I think with this being the semifinals, if Dita or Ethan win, it's the perfect opportunity to throw one or the other into in-game to try to make it easier for themselves in the finals, right? Now, I don't know who y'all think is going to win. I think I said it already. My top choice for a win right now is Lance. I think him and Chelsea are partnering together, so it's either going to be Lance or Chelsea winning, right? I think if it's a team activity, Jaylene and Chelsea might end up together as a team. Maybe. They might. And if they do, Chelsea on the low is still working with Lance. So even if she wins with Jaylene, she's throwing in Rob. And I don't think nothing is going to stop Rob from going in if Chelsea wins, right? Because Jaylene might be like, hey, Rob has been rocking with me. We got to keep him safe. But I don't think she's going to be like, well, he did throw you under the bus. Like, he threw her under the bus. He betrayed her. There's no coming back from that. So that's my predictions. I think Lance got round episode 9. He's going to win that one. Partnering up with Chelsea. Rob's being eliminated. And wait, let me just say this, just so y'all don't think I'm just, talking smack on Rob. Rob is a strong contender. So depending on who he goes into the elimination round with, right, he could survive it. I'm just saying I said Rob is getting eliminated. I'm saying Rob is going into the elimination round. That's what I'm going to say, right? It could be that if Lance wins and he gets the chance to put 3 people in, he's putting Dita, Ethan, and Rob. Okay? And if Dita, Ethan, and Rob go head to head, Dita and Ethan got a partnership going. Rob is out of there. Rob is out of there. You can't tell me he's not. You can't tell me he's not. Anyways, I'm rooting for Chelsea. I'm rooting for Lance. Those are my top 2 in this episode. Overall, though, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm still rocking with Dita. After he went through that auction of pain with the needles, you can't tell me he not winning this game. There's nothing to convince me Dita ain't winning after going through that. So let me know what y'all think. What's the predictions for episode 9 semifinals? I got Lance on top. And Chelsea. I gotta put my girl Chelsea in there because they gonna have an alliance. I know it.